The Wonderful World of Woody is brought to you by Shanahan Steakhouse. I'll say this calmly today. I went to see the new movie Trainwreck a couple of nights ago. To my surprise, it was not a film about the Colorado Rockies season and organization. I went to see the Rockies game last night. It was a train wreck, a dumpster fire, a joke of an effort. The Rockies were blown out, shut up at home 9-0 by a team that hadn't won but twice in its last 12 games. By a pitcher who hadn't won a game since May of last season when he beat, guess who? The Rockies. By an outfielder who hit for the cycle, and the Rocks did nothing to stop it. These same Rockies who had a first baseman walk off the field the other night before when Heath couldn't count to 3 and 2 runners scored. These same Rockies who had made 4 base running blunders in their 2 previous games. These same Rockies who go on a 7-game trip next week to St. Louis and Chicago and won't win a game. The same Rocks heads who have lost 3 or 4 since the All-Star break. The same Rockies who continue to let Cal Kindred, their ace, step on the mound. He's got a 3-11 record and a 6.52 earned run average and was a waste of time last night. These are the same bottom feeders who have one of the 3 worst teams in all of baseball. The same Rockies who have the most miserable pitching staff of all of baseball. The same Rockies who have brought back a left fielder from the minors who couldn't get on base if he were hitting off a tee with nobody on the field. The same Rockies who have 2 first basemen who aren't any good. The same Rockies who are as bankrupt as 50 Cent and have a 2-bit starting rotation. The same Rockies who won't make any significant deals before the upcoming trade deadline. You know that. The same Rockies who need pitchers in the very worst way and have an all-star shortstop and a special shortstop in the minors, yet they take a shortstop in the draft when they need a young, strong arm. The same Rockies who insult our intelligence game after game, season after season. The same Rockies who are the same old Rockies. I've had enough of this crap. I am not going to see this sequel of a movie play out again. I'm not going back to the ballpark this season. To hell with them. I never call for a boycott. I'm calling for a personal boycott. I am not going back. And to hell with the fans who couldn't put up with this team, this bunch of slugs, this organization, an announced attendance of over 40,000. Blame yourself, 40,000. If you continue to feed into this team and continue to feel for this team, you get exactly what you deserve. I'm tired of hearing excuses about, well, it's a good time at the old ballpark. The weather's nice, the atmosphere is fun, the party deck is a treat. Maybe the Rockies will win and all will be right with the world. We've seen this horror film over and over and over. One night the Rockies give up a 7-run lead. The next night the Rockies give up 9 runs. They've given up 16 runs in 2 home games. No more fireworks nights, just a bonfire every night. I worked long and hard to help bring a major league team to Denver. I and millions of other Coloradans failed. We didn't bring Major League Baseball to Denver. We brought back a toxic waste dump. Rocky Flats! Rocky Flats was the most hazardous, dangerous place in the country near a big city. There were legends of rabbits with 4 heads, rats the size of cattle. People got sick and died. Disease was rampant. Isn't it odd? Rocky Flats, Rocky baseball. I'm through blaming the Munford Meat Packers who inherited multiples of millions, probably billions based on my research. They can't run baseball. They can only run baseball out of town. I'm through blaming a clone and a clown of a general manager. I haven't even gotten around to a manager who puts blunder buffoons on the field. I am through blaming the toadies who broadcast the games on radio and TV, can't be honest about the team they work for because they're afraid of getting fired. I can't blame the pitchers and the position players because they're just not good enough. I blame me and Les Shapiro and the millions of you who go to this ballpark regularly. We've accepted crap, and we don't stay away. Well, I am from now on. Instead, I will go see Trainwreck the movie and LeBron James. I'm going to go see Ant-Man this weekend. I'm going to go to the museums and the parks, and I am going to go out and see people I like. And I won't waste my time and my life. I've had enough. I'm disappointed that others haven't had enough. When is and what is enough? I'm Woody Paige, and that's my opinion. Shanahan Steakhouse is our favorite steakhouse. I had a steak over the weekend. Les did too in Las Vegas. And guess what? It was a great steak. And they had great accompaniments. And they had great baked potatoes. It wasn't up to the standard of Shanahan's Steakhouse. Shanahan was there because he was part of the deal. But I can tell you, it wasn't as good as Shanahan's Steakhouse. It's impossible to find a steak that's any better than Shanahan's. And so I invite you to go out there to Shanahan's Steakhouse, make a reservation today, Shanahan's Steakhouse, and it's going to be one of the best restaurants and best times you've ever had in your life. ShanahanSteakhouse.com.